buckle up. This episode is gonna be awesome. We got one and the only, the voice behind Panda himself, Matthew David in the house. Welcome, Matthew. How was your day today?
Thank you for having me. My day's been wonderful. My weekend's been wonderful. Asen is great. Love it.
Yeah. So we're gonna, without further ado, we're gonna start this episode by starting with the first question.
Okay.
What was the most challenging aspect of bringing Panda from JJK into life?
Oh man. So there's a technical answer to this. I do a lot of animal creatures for anime and for other things like that. And when an animal's mouth is animated, right, it's just flapping lips, even more so than like the traditional animation of like a anime for a human. And so getting the panda's words to match with the flaps of his mouth was always a challenge because it just seemed like it didn't match up with a human speaking, you know. So that's always interesting. Other than that, I mean, the voice is very similar to my own voice. They just add a little bit of a crunch to it, you know, and it becomes Panda. So, yeah.
The JJK fandom is such a big fandom. Can you share a memorable fan encounter that you've had so far?
Oh yeah, I mean, what I love, and I was kind of talking about it earlier today. I love that the show's a little mature, right? But Panda's the lighthearted comedic relief and the guy that kids can relate to a little bit more. And so what I love is parents will bring their kids to conventions like this, and so the parents will be excited about meeting Yuji or Nobara or anyone, and then the kids will come and be excited about meeting with me. So yeah, I love meeting with kids. I love giving them Panda plushies and things like that. Yeah.
That's good to know. Yeah. Actually, my husband's favorite character is Panda because that's his spirit animal.
It's always dad. It's always big guys or kids.
So, that's good to know.
Yeah.
You have a big background in theater. Can you share how that background in theater influenced your background in voice acting?
So, not specifically theater, but I did film stuff before I got into voice acting. But I was always on the other side of the camera, right? So I went to art school. I learned about storyboarding and writing films and filming and editing and all that technical stuff, right? I also played music a lot, so I had recording equipment. And so when I decided I wanted to start acting, I was like, I already have this recording equipment. I am going to start auditioning for voiceover roles as well. And so it was really finding the balance between on-camera acting and technical behind-the-camera work that kind of, when you meet in the middle, it becomes voice acting. Yeah.
I know this is kind of like a big ask, but knowing that you have a lot of characters, but can you tell me or share it with the fans, like, who is a character that you feel like you are closest to? And can you share it?
Closest to? Interesting. So I play a lot of bad guys, which I don't like to think of myself as a bad guy, so it's easy to say the ones I'm not closest to, you know, a lot. I don't act like those guys. But Panda, for a while, it was Panda. Panda's very much like me in the sense, you heard me talking about kids. Panda is a very big brother kind of, or fatherly kind of figure in a lot of ways. I mean, he has his silly, immature moments, but like in the movie specifically, I love how he's trying to help connect Maki and Yuta, or he's trying to help connect Toge and Yuta, because Yuta's feeling left out, right? So Panda takes on a very kind of big brother or fatherly role, and that reminds me a lot of myself. There's this other anime that I love called Uzaki-chan Wants to Hang Out, and I play Uzaki's dad. And that's just me. Like, he's literally me. So the short answer to your question is I am just Uzaki's dad. And it's because it's a comedy, and a lot of times with Japanese translation, you have to rewrite for American humor. And so a lot of the stuff that we recorded was just like improv, or like us coming up on the fly with, oh, what would be funny here? And so a lot of my sense of humor comes through.
Thank you for sharing. Yeah. Very informative. Yeah. What do you think is the unexpected part for your profession?
Unexpected? No actor is really ready to have downtime. The fun is acting, right? And what stinks is in order to get jobs, we have to have other people tell us that we can have jobs, right? Whether it's an agent or a casting director or a director, we have to be told that we're allowed to work. So that's the unexpected kind of hard part about acting, because the profession is fun. Doing the work is the most fun you'll ever have in your life. It's the in-between moments where you have to occupy yourself, get outside, play some sports, go swimming, whatever it is. That's the part that's hard to kind of navigate around.
Thank you for sharing that. Can you share also, like, again, it's a big ask knowing your list of characters, but do you have a specific line that you like a lot, and if you can repeat it for the fans in character?
Well, so everyone always wants me to do the Panda line when he's trying to hook up Yuta and Maki, and I won't do the inappropriate part, but my favorite part is the, "Hey Maki, I think you got a shot. That's great. And then one of my personal favorite introductory lines for one of my characters is a guy named Rock Wraithrazer from Tower of God, and his first line is what does he say? He says, "Out of my way, tiny turtle," or puny turtle. I love that. And one of his very first lines is, "I am Rock Wraithrazer, cower in fear." Good stuff.
Thank you so much for doing all of that. I guess my last question for this interview, Dave, is do you have any upcoming projects you'd like to share with your fans?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Something really exciting for me is I just started working with Bethesda the software. It's a video game company that I grew up playing Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 4 and Skyrim and all these games that I love. They just had an update for Fallout 76, their online game, and I play a new type of enemy called the Lost in it, and I also play a settler named Craig, if you find Craig out. So getting to work with that video game company is awesome. That update just happened this week. And then also in the anime realm, season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen just wrapped, but now season 1 and the movie are on Netflix for everyone to watch. Blue Lock is on Disney Plus for everyone to watch now. Blue Lock also has a movie coming out in June and season 2 coming out in October. And one more thing, Tower of God, the Rock Wraithrazer that I just did the quotes from, Tower of God season 2 is coming out in July this year. So a lot of really fun stuff on the horizon.
I want to express my sincere thanks for you, Matthew, for lending your voice and especially your time. I know you're very busy with this call right now to our podcast today. Your insights to make our audience is going to make our audience really happy today. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. And audience, thank you for listening and having me too.